Myth: smoking marijuana is linked to violence and psychotic behavior. Quote: boy on skunk cannabis butchered grandmother. Quote: cannabis drove Brighton man to kill himself. Quote: cannabis users risk their sanity. Assorted British tabloid newspaper headlines between 2007 and 2008 as compiled by the authors. Fact: smoking cannabis does not cause the user to engage in violent or delinquent behavior. Marijuana does not appear to be a cause of mental illness in otherwise healthy individuals. If you think the headlines above were plucked from 1937, think again. Yes, it's true. Some myths never die. Despite decades of anecdotal claims, no credible research has shown marijuana use to be a causal factor in violence, aggression, or delinquent behavior. As concluded by the National Commission on Marijuana and Drug Abuse, marijuana is not generally viewed by participants in the criminal justice community as a major contributing influence in the commission of delinquent or criminal acts. More recently, a 2002 Canadian Special Senate Committee review affirmed cannabis use does not induce users to commit other forms of crime. Cannabis use does not increase aggressiveness or antisocial behavior. By contrast, research has demonstrated that certain legal drugs such as alcohol do induce aggressive behavior. Cannabis differs from alcohol in one major respect. It does not seem to increase risk-taking behavior, the British Advisory Council on the Misuse of Drugs concluded in 2002. This means that cannabis rarely contributes to violence either to others or to oneself, whereas alcohol use is a major factor in deliberate self-harm, domestic accidents, and violence. More recently, a logistical retrogression analysis of approximately 900 trauma patients by SUNY Buffalo's Department of Family Medicine reported that use of cannabis is not independently associated with either violent or nonviolent injuries requiring hospitalization. Alcohol and cocaine use were associated with violence-related injuries, the study found. Accordingly, fewer than 5% of state and local law enforcement agencies in the United States identify marijuana as a drug that significantly contributes to violent crime in their areas. Attempts to link marijuana use and the development of mental illness in otherwise healthy adults are equally specious. A comprehensive review by the British Advisory Council on the Misuse of Drugs determined the evidence for the existence of an association between frequency of cannabis use and the development of psychosis is, on the available evidence, weak. Additionally, a 2005 University of Oxford meta-analysis regarding cannabis use and its impact on mental health reported that marijuana smoking, even over the long term, will not cause any lasting physical or mental harm. Overall, by comparison with other drugs used mainly for recreational purposes, cannabis could be rated to be a relatively safe drug. In short, smoking pot won't make you crazy. That is, unless you're the drug czar or the head of the DEA, in which case all bets are off.